Hi, everybody, and welcome to Reed's Reads. I'm, of course, your host, Ryan Reed. Please check us out at the Spider-Man Crawl Space at thespidermancrawlspace.com. Well, this is it, everybody. Superior Spider-Man officially ends here with issue 31, so let's talk about the oversized issue, starting right from the pros. First of all, the story actually flows very, very well, believe it or not, despite everything said. Actually, it's done pretty good from beginning, middle, end, though I do think there are some moments, though, like with Peter actually having some issues actually going, well, hey, don't worry, it's me, Dr. Octopus will take care of me, Spider-Man 29. Well, that's just so stupid, it might actually make sense. Let's do it. But at the same time, the story kind of goes a little too fast. It feels rushed at times and going right into the cons and everything. That's the problem. It's kind of a lackluster end. I mean, the beginning of Superior was actually pretty amazing. Then it kind of went down a little bit after about issue 6. And then 9 it revved up again. Then it fell down a little bit more. And then it's what it is. I think there's a lot of rush, especially with exactly what happens with the Green Goblin. It actually is Norman Osborn, who's Mason Banks, who's had his face changed, and yet somehow he's able to magically escape because Liz just happens to hit the spider jammer. Sure, and then Normie, it's all for me, it's all for me. We did it all for Normie, we did it all for Normie. Hee hee hee, hee hee. Well, I'm cured, I'm saying now. Hi, everybody. I'm sorry I screwed up. I was actually taken over by Otto Octavius. Yeah, he sounds like Spider-Man again. Well, you stupid menacing rat, I could have not resigned as mayor. Yeah, and then going into like Mary Jane saying she can't take it anymore and all that, it's just kind of, it's what it is. I mean, there's not much else to say about the storyline really that hasn't been taken and everything. So, as a final grade, I'm going to give it a B minus. It's not bad because I'm going to talk a little bit more about the series. Superior Spider-Man has actually been a very original take and everything, with Spider-Man actually having Otto Octavius take in as Spider-Man. It's been controversial, it's been exciting, and I think it has been a lot really cool little something for Spider-Man that a lot of people are going to get remembered, especially Dan Slott here. And it's been a good series. I mean, for the last year and a half, I mean, you've been wondering what's going to happen next. How can Otto be the better Spider-Man when he's clearly not? But at the same time, it's also had to have a lot of characters just act out of character. Mary Jane, the Avengers, everybody's just kind of like had to take their stupid pills to make a lot of the storyline work, and it just didn't work. And then Carly, of course, figures it all out, only for her to, basically head off to limbo. Not that I'm complaining, and the fact that Menace is hopefully going to be taken care of from now on, but it's a little hard when you take into all that as a series, because there were a lot of moments where you had to not only deny credibility, but actually had to do it where characters were a little off-center on stuff. I mean, for issue 31, it does feel rushed. I mean, there is a conclusion, everything. Goblin Nation does feel like it's all end, and it definitely leaves on some very interesting markers, like where's Octavius' real body? What's going to happen with Ty Stone going into the 2099 series here this summer? What is going to happen with Alchemax? What's Peter going to do now that, he has a girlfriend who he's not in love with? What's he going to do with his own industry? The fact that he has a PhD now, and even though, Aunt May and Jay Sr. have forgiven him and all that, I mean, it's going to be kind of weird, and I kind of see this as the third act for Dan Slott going into the new Amazing Spider-Man series here in a couple weeks. So I'm going to be, I'm still excited. I'm still looking forward to where he's going to go with all this, but I'm kind of seeing as the story arc's going here. I mean, we start with Big Time, Dan Slott, Soul Rider had a thing leading to Superior, and now we're leading back into Amazing, and everything with the Spider-Verse, the end of the year, the upcoming Spider-Man 29, Original Sin, learning to crawl with Clash, the new villain who's getting introduced like an Untold Tales of Spider-Man. So there's a lot of exciting things going on for Spider-Man right now. So it's definitely got me on it. So as a whole, Superior Spider-Man gets a B from me. It's been a wild ride, and it's definitely one I'm going to remember and definitely talk to my son and other fans about for many years to come. It also kind of ends in a way a very turbulent time for Spider-Man too, in a way. I mean, not as in readership, because sales have been huge, but it has definitely been a controversy where, unfortunately, storylines happen and things have been strange. So not much else to say on that. So final issue gets a B minus from me for the kind of rush storyline, but it's kind of a nice conclusion. And the whole series gets a B for me for the last year and a half. So that's all I have to say for that. So on that note, everybody, I will see you later for the debut of Amazing Spider-Man #1. See you then.